everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Rosemary Reed. I want to talk on some topics that's happening at the moment in the YouTube world. You know, everybody's saying that it's to do with the mukbang community, which it involves the people that do mukbang on a higher scale. I do a bit of mukbang, and I feel it's to do with the general YouTube world, because we all like to watch a bit of mukbang. We all like to do a bit of mukbang at times. Might not be on the scale that the two family that's involved, or the two YouTubers that's involved is on. But yeah, guys, I want to talk about the situation that's happening with Eat with Q and Bloveslife. You know, we all subscribe to different channels in the YouTube world, and some of us subscribe and we just watch, and some of us is actually YouTubers as well that subscribe to other channel, may be on a huge scale or small scale. It's, you know, for anyone that wanna go into that, they're free to do so. But I feel like, you know, seeing what's happening, I've always subscribed to Bloveslife for quite a while now, and you know, very motivational lady, and you know, all the things that she has done has been amazing and incredible, and no one can take that away from her. Lovely family. I enjoy every member of her family by watching, and you know, never really had a problem with them, so to speak. You know, everybody have their opinions, but never had a problem. I recently only just subscribed to Eat with Q after watching her as well. I've subscribed to Bloveslife, but I didn't subscribe to Eat with Q. But I've watched her several times, but felt the need, I think a couple of days or yesterday, to subscribe to her channel. Just a way of showing support, and to say that, you know, I even left a comment as well to say not everybody is against her. I saw the beginning of what had transpired from the start, from the first video that Eat with Q made, and voiced their opinion. As I watch, in my mind I'm thinking, oh no, oh no, oh no, this is not happening. And I can say it, and I'm thinking, I'm picturing somebody that I can't remember who it was, and what is coming to me, it's Kevin Hart. If you guys watch Kevin Hart, in his recent worldwide tour, he was making a joke, and I can't go into that now, but he was saying something like, oh no, but you know, it's a lot funnier and it's a lot more oh no. But in the voice of Kevin Hart, I was sitting there and I'm thinking, oh no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And I felt so bad sitting hearing what was said, and you know, I was just thinking, oh my days, oh my days, oh my days. And you know, I'm not taking away how Bloveslife family, how you guys feel on the situation, because it just was a bad, very bad situation. And but as I watched things unfold, I started feeling kind of like a different way, especially when the first video came out on Bloveslife, where, you know, you guys family was expressing how you feel and stuff like that. I thought, you know, well, fair enough, and all the receipts was coming off. It's quite clear that, you know, who everybody think is right and wrong. Loads of people that I see do videos on it, they're not really tapping into that. I don't know what the reason is behind. Maybe I'm just a little old me with a mini subscriber, but you know, for I am going to speak on it today. Or should I say talk on it. So I was just like, wow, you know. So it's quite clear, watching that they, you know, everybody voiced their opinion. Eat with Q said how she felt and said a lot of other things that everyone clearly didn't agree with how it's been said. Not a lot of people said it that way, but initially I didn't agree with how it's said, and didn't agree with how it made the family look or seem, and especially Darius. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, because I'm sure he's just gonna get a little bit like, Rose, you didn't just spell my name. But anyway, you know, I didn't like what was said on his direction and stuff, but I was watching what was transpiring with Beloved Life, with the feedback and back and forth, and then I see other people making videos, some I've tuned into, and some, but you know, everybody's a bit cagey. I think people more probably talking now are a bit more about how they feel on it now, and obviously, you know, the attack that came back on Eat With Q. I'm saying all of this, and I need to just get to the point. My point, and I hope, you know, this is, you guys are hearing me how I imagine to describe this. Sometimes in life things happen. I'll give you a little scenario, and I hope after I say my scenario I can explain how I compare it in terms of how it kind of matches with how I see things. You know, sometimes you meet some people and you're thinking, this person feel like I've met her in a past life or something. You know, you just feel like something is going to go down with you and that person. Something's going to go down with you and that person. Or that person is going to be your nemesis. Or, I don't know. But you just have that feeling. And I think it's when you're in tune with what's going on inside you that give off that kind of energy that you're thinking, yeah, somehow, somewhere, something is going to happen, something's going to go down. Me and this person is going to cross paths in some ways. I never speak on this topic before. I've had an accident before where somebody's child walked into my car, and I swerved, but I couldn't get away from it. And it was really a horrible time in my life, a really horrible accident, because imagine hitting a child. Either way, whether it's my fault or, which it wasn't, but no matter what way you take it, it's just that feeling, because it's a child. The emotions behind it and how bad you feel about that situation, regardless of the fact that it was a child that walked into your car. I don't know if you guys are following what I'm saying, but you know, the lady that I think I've seen like months prior, and I had that feeling that some connection is going to happen between me and her, and I don't know what it is, and it wouldn't leave me. Every time I see her, that memory comes up in my mind. And the child that walked into my car, that was that person's child. And I kind of feel like, coming back to Eat With Q and Beloved situation, when I saw Eat With Q doing a collaboration with Beloved Life, that's the kind of energy I kind of get. And regardless of, you know, what Eat With Q is saying, how she felt she was treated, and what Beloved Life was saying that wasn't the case, and all of these things, I kind of feel like I had that feeling that no matter what, they're going to cross paths and something not so great is going to manifest from it. And I kind of feel like EBQ might have her points in her mind, that her expectations of when they meet wasn't met. I kind of feel like she have her points where she said that where she felt like the energy wasn't that great. I kind of feel like she's true to what she's saying in that respect, because being an up and coming mukbanger, and you know, if you coming across the topper mukbanger that helped to pave the way in such a great way, like all of what Bloveslife is saying, you cannot take away that from her at all, because those who've been watching her from the beginning or you know what she has done in the mukbang world and the way she's grown and the way she deals with things. Because and the point that even Bloveslife, I can see where you kind of deal with things on the business side in a way. So when everybody's expect you to like completely drop your guard down, even with the family and stuff like that, you cannot, because you kind of look at things in a way from a business perspective. And there's certain people that you probably could perceive as being a, what's the word? Can't find the right word, but bit of a nemesis, if that's the right word, if I'm saying it correct. But somebody that's going to try to want to rub shoulders with you or push you out the way kind of thing. Kind of feel like EBQ is that person that I see like that. Everybody else that comes didn't have that gamey face, you know. So, you know, I'm just being honest about the way I see it. But saying all of this and saying all of that, I do still believe that EBQ, sometimes some people come into your life to teach you something. That's the main focus of what I'm trying to help come across in this video. Sometimes you're going through life and somebody gonna come in your path to teach you a lesson, or to, you know, there's a song that said, if I'm too high, Lord, bring me down, kind of thing. So sometimes things happen to stop everybody and pause, and sometimes we might feel like, oh my God, this would never happen to us, we're untouchable, or how could this happen? Because I think that's how Bloveslife feels about the whole thing, and she might take it personal. But you know, I'm just trying to make you guys see a bigger picture, to say don't take it personal. Stop like kind of going back and forth, you guys making video because people just feeding off it, and everybody want to make video, including myself, on the matter. But try and see it from a wider perspective, in terms of like, forget what was said in regards with Darius, your husband, because I could see that he don't really take it that personal, probably coming from a biblical point of view, you know, because he was a bit harsh, probably harsher on Darius' side. But see it as sometimes these things happen to stop us and for us to learn. Like there's a lesson in this to be learned. Maybe I can't come up and tell you this lesson, you know, but there's a lesson to be learned from this whole experience. And I've actually see where it's like EBQ was there, nominated, so to speak, to highlight that lesson. But I don't feel like it should be a case where it's in effect gonna be the end of her downfall, because I feel like if it's not handled carefully and everybody's just on them, and you can see that it's like a whirlwind situation for her, you know, and she's learned a lesson. I'm going to point out some facts. She's learned a lesson in that sense that I can see. Her partner hasn't done anything wrong, because at the end of the day, it's her partner. If he just leave her when she's done, what kind of partner was he? He might not be saying things how everybody wants him to say. Nobody's going to say things in the perfect way, or the perfect to the ears of who's listening, to say that's the right way and blah, 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 blah. You know, everybody's human. He's trying his best. You can see that they have been going through challenges because of it. So obviously he has said something to her, like Beloved's husband said. It's very clear that he has said something to her, and they were going through stuff. You know, Bloveslife, you guys are the stronger family in that sense. You know, you're more grounded, you're more older and everything. I know the attack came to you. So, but my opinion, just to not miss what I'm trying to say, don't expect her to apologize because you want her to apologize, or you think she should apologize, or all the rest of it that comes with it. I say, figure out what that lesson is and learn it, and, you know, say your apology out loud in terms of like clearing the way. Beloveds, even though you think it's Eat With You that should be saying the apology, but I don't think she needs to apologize, in the sense that there's a lesson in this to be learned. That's one. Everybody clearly see that was a judgment on her part that was not good, but at the same time covering the fact that as human we shouldn't feel like we can't speak on somebody because they may deemed so high up in society, because this could be teaching people that when they want to say how they feel, or say something that they experience, or say something that happened to them because of the person that they're going to speak against may seem untouchable, they refrain from saying it, and it causes a lot more damage, you know. Not talking about whether it's the truth or the, because you can clearly see that it was an error on her part, but I still don't feel like, I know it's probably seem a bit muddled up, but, you know, I still don't feel like she should be forced or pushed to apologize, because I don't think that's the main lesson in this, you know. And when people apologize because they're forced or pushed, or they apologize for the sake of it, that apology is not valid, and God's gonna know. So, you know, there's a bigger lesson. Sometimes people are put there to cause the confusion, to cause the chaos, to cause the hurt or the pain, but they were just put there just for that, you know. And if they apologize or they don't apologize, even from a big biblical perspective, you guys are godly people. I think you guys should see that bigger picture, that wasn't the main lesson to be learned here. You know, it's good that you're on top of this. It's a lesson for everybody in the YouTube world to learn a lesson from. And who is going to be teaching that lesson is not for us to say who's going to be teaching that lesson. And it's not for us to say that person should lose their platform, or they should take down their videos, whether they got your name in it or not, because you wouldn't want, sometimes things can go in your favor and then it take full circle and go against you. So I'm speaking to you now, Beloved Life. So just be very careful in any unnecessary pushing that might be done directly or indirectly, because even saying that, oh, maybe she's wasn't in the right, don't say things like, probably like, oh, maybe she was in the right frame of mind and all of this, that. Just focus on the lesson that was taught and how you can learn from it and how you can grow from it. Because even though she might be losing subscribers now, that could be a flip and you start losing subscribers based on how you guys want to move forward with this. By sitting back here thinking it's my duty to make this my little 2 pennies worth in. I'm from the UK, guys. Hello. You know, sitting here watching from the outside, because I know a lot of people from America has got their opinion on the whole thing. And I just feel like just leave Eat With You with her partner now to just make their videos and make their video in peace. And if she felt in her heart like, you know, I want to make amends, I want to say sorry, let that come from her, but not with a nudge, because that ain't going to be right. Because we need to also be aware to allow people to be free with the decision that they made, whether on a godly behalf or not. Maybe her sister kind of felt like she needed to nip it in the butt straight away, because I don't think it was her call to be, because she wasn't invited to your house, and maybe that was her role to do how she feel now, to, you know, good on her, not taking that away from her. But like I said, come straight back. Let's see what the lesson is in this, and let's not shoot the messenger, so to speak. I feel like Eat with Q is the messenger. So let's, guys, see from the bigger picture, because, you know, me sitting back, I don't know if you guys believe me, or I could tell there was some uncomfortableness in the whole first lots of video when the collaboration was met. Probably why she was sweating so much, I don't know. There's always going to be somebody that's going to be pushed to probably teach us some form of lesson, or, and I hope you guys see the bigger picture. Stop helping other people to make videos by squashing it. You don't have to squash it from a phone call. You don't have to urge people to, you just have to squash it on your channel, and know you squash it from your heart. Pray with your family, pray with your kids. Hopefully Eat with Q do the same, and you guys just know that it's squash on both your paths genuinely. Don't speak on it with nobody else. Fair enough, the people that come and back the situation is neither here nor there, in my opinion, in a way, when you, especially when you let things sit and you give it time. Then even if you decide you don't want to be friends with the person, or you're not going to give them that opportunity again, that is fair enough. But leaving it alone, that means you don't trouble them, you don't try to stop their path, you don't try to stop their way. That's more of a way of just releasing and let things manifest, knowing that you don't do nothing, because this could come right back round full circle, you don't know in what way, and you shut down all these people that's making these videos. Just get on back with you guys' good work and put out your videos, because the both of you is enjoyable to be watched. We might not all agree with everything you say or do, but you both enjoy, and there's space for everyone. So I hope you guys come across this video when I put my tag in it, Eat with QB Loves Life, and you see what I'm trying to say. Because like I said, even tapping back into, if you guys made that connection when I was saying that I had the accident, well, it was this parent that I've always, every time I see her, I feel like me and her is going to have some connection. And the accident I had, it was her child. You know, thanks be to God, it wasn't like I had witnesses and it wasn't my fault, but it still doesn't stop the fact that the child did get hit and was airlifted out by ambulance. And I kind of see where that transpired, where I had to kind of tell the mom, I'm really sorry, blah, blah, blah. But every time I see that lady, I knew me and her had some form of connection. Maybe I don't know how to explain this well, but, and there's other things I could speak on about how connection works, but I'm sure there's a lesson in this, and if I can simplify it and explain it in a more simplified words that maybe some of you guys might not get, but it's a lesson to be learned where everybody can improve. Everybody improves. If you do things in a business way, you try to be a little bit more open, even though you have to be assertive to protect yourself, which is clearly shown. And at the end of the day, maybe nobody should have expectations. I've done a meet-up and a collaboration, even though I'm a very tiny, minute channel. The person that I contact, I've only contacted one in my time, and it was very open and willing to meet up with me, and it was a lovely one and everything. And you could have said that, oh, was she there messaging me about meeting up and getting together? She didn't even got that much subscriber, but it wasn't like that. It was good and it was positive, and you know, we all have to help each other in life to get by. So I hope you guys see where I'm coming from, and just put a stop to this and let everybody kind of give her a olive branch, so to speak. Just let her get on, because I don't think, sometimes it's the vessel that come, not the spirit. So I hope you hear me, beloved. Amen.